I stand in the place of my great-grandfather, Tauhenare.
One way or the other, but to let people put themselves in the place of the
sign that those people in the place of Israel today are preparing to say that very thing.
Spaghetti noodles. Or in the place of lasagna, you can take a beautiful egg.
Light shattering the darkness and peace in the place of turmoil and trouble. All of that, Zechariah says, is here.
I wondered if you felt like at all that you were in the place of the people who had always accused CBS of being Democrats.
Well, the very righteousness of God in the place of damning human righteousness. That became the passion of his.
Oneself in the place of another because of a shared set of experiences that are unique to any.
Going to come in the place of a parent and have all the rights and responsibilities.
Always be a way out. That puts the responsibility clearly with us to remain in the place of blessing, to learn from.
He died on the cross as a sacrifice, as a substitute, in the place of all of us who would turn from our sins and trust in him. And God.
And so it is in the place of a parking lot that existed, and the parking lot was.
We know why. That he might be a sacrifice for sin. That he might die in the place of sinners. That he might bear the curse for.
The sinless one stood in the place of the sinful ones. The one who didn't owe a debt paid a debt that he didn't owe.
Just spring up in the place of the one that we displaced.
So you think.
Which literally translates to in the place of a parent. The idea is that because the children's
in the place of others, past and present, as do I. I stand here today in place of.
Here's how he dealt with us. Instead of us having to stand in the place of judgment, Jesus, the perfect sinless one,
Jesus has been seated in the place of ultimate authority at the Father's right hand. But listen, he did what he did.
Scientists, we need to put ourselves in the place of the animals, and by that I mean.
And his death was in the place of others. Oh, so we have Osiris there.
God is in the place of pain. But so often we just rush and we.
And then you have to, in the place of it, replace it with a mindset that comes from the living God based on.
This appointed me another offspring in the place of Abel, for Cain killed him. It must be. Heaven is settled, but life here is not. And if you want to stay in the place of blessing, then you must forgive.
And it started for me in the place of greatest innocence. I was traveling with President George.
In the place of living, $400 a month where you work, and then pay for a car that's spending $95.
substitutes.